Liverpool, Manchester City 3, United lose the first derby of the season. Here with me is Houston Red Army to decide and dissect this travesty. That's all I could call it, mate.
It is what it is, fam. We have to expect this. The team has not performed. I didn't think anybody thought we were going to come out here and win today. The 3-0 result is expected. To be honest, it could be worse. We didn't take our chances. We can hardly pass the ball around 6 times or more. We don't keep possession well. This team had chances. They played decently in the first half, but in the second half, it was a complete capitulation. And so at this point, Ten Hag is not only to blame, but so are the players. So you have to ask yourself in the future, what can this team actually be capable of doing?
And Shelby, the question just is like, what were their roles today? It seemed like we had a glimpse of what they were supposed to do in the first half, but then we completely lost the script. People shifted further and further out from what their strengths are right now, if we can call them strengths.
The team is literally pointing fingers instead of man marking like they should. Why on the second goal is Haaland completely unmarked in the box?
Exactly.
Why?
And look at the clip. Look at Delo tracking back slowly. He should be in the corner. There are 2 people in his area. Cover that cross. We wouldn't even have to worry about Haaland.
These are basic things that each defender and player should be aware of.
What are they practicing? What are you doing during the week?
If you're making $100K a week, these are things we expect you to know. Why don't you know how to do these things?
There's a fundamental problem with the club. The biggest problem is every manager that comes in wants to get rid of players and buy new players. But if you look at the best clubs in Europe, they're not doing business like we do. They don't buy players for the coach. They buy the coach that can complement the squad that they have. So when they interview them, they basically ask them, hey, I've got this squad. These are going to be my players for the next 5 to 7 years. What can you do with them differently? But we don't do that. We basically go like, hey, why don't you come to United? Who do you need next transfer window? As long as we don't stop that, as long as we don't change that, as long as the fucking Glazers don't fucking leave, and they don't sell the club, and we actually have a proper director of football who actually knows what they're doing, who actually has an identity of like what this team is going to be. You look at Real Madrid, you think Florentino Perez is leaving it to the manager to buy the players? No. He brings in the players because he knows where he wants the team to be. And he basically asks the manager, hey, what can you do with the team differently? What can you do it differently?
Here's even a stronger consideration as to why we have to ask questions about the manager. Who did they bring in? They brought in Mount. Don't ask me why.
That was his choice.
Why did we go after Mount when we needed clear center midfield cover?
We had
They plays the same role as Fernandez. Same role.
I can't even get into the team.
I can't even get into the team. So not only are we buying players, to your point, they're not even playing someone that takes the number 7, and then when he comes in, he doesn't even go on the right side.
Because we're buying players on the whim.
Put him on the wing. Why not play him on the wing? Why?
Like what did Hannibal do? He's been nothing but amazing. Play him.
Unbelievable.
You let the likes of Eriksen run around for 60, 70 minutes with what?
This is not an Eriksen kind of game.
No results.
This is not an Eriksen. This is not the kind of. He hasn't got the legs for this kind of game. You saw how City were just torturing us. Like you said, the team, the defense line are so reactive instead of being proactive. We saw the first half, just before the first half ended, we saw the guy go to the byline, he cut it across, Haaland headed it, Onana pushed it away. Same opportunity again came to City. The difference was United defenders were nowhere where Haaland was. He was just there, a training header. So you ask yourself, what do you guys even practice in terms of awareness? It's like, come on.
The one good thing that we had in the first half was Holland and McTominay playing off of each other and doing some sort of a vertical switch. We start the second half, what do? McTominay is way in the back.
And you take off Rasmus and bring in a left back.
And then you take off Holland at 58 minutes? What are we doing? So why? It's the one thing that was working.
What was Martial and Anthony supposed to do in the 87th minute? Exactly.
Garnacho in the 85th.
To do what exactly? That part
we are gonna lose those players. We're gonna lose Garnacho. Garnacho's gonna go to Real.
Hannibal's gonna leave.
This feels like Ollie's third season all over again.
Oh,
Because
yes.
we're making like injury time substitutions,
Yeah.
expecting some kind of result. Madness is doing the same
Against
thing
a
over and
city
over
like-
again
against a team
and expecting
like
a different
City?
result.
Exactly.
And
Well-oiled
we keep
City
playing
side.
the same formation that doesn't work. We keep playing the same players
Expecting
who
a
don't
different
have the
result.
work rate, and we keep expecting different results. It's fucking bullshit.
We managed to steal a result our last game. This game shows the state of the team. This is where we're at.
And City are a better team. So United need to be. They were not even at the races. They were literally not there. Onana kept the game reasonable. It could have
And
been
then
4-5
here's the
easily.
other concern is that, like, again, we hung in there for about 45 minutes and we were playing against an extra man with PJMOL, okay? The refs, all right, that is shambolic. But
Yeah.
we hung in there for 45 minutes and then, like, the team just gave up. This
Because
is
they're
where
mentally weak.
they're
bro.
mentally weak.
They
But
are
here's
not
the thing,
strong
is-
enough.
This is where it's like, Fernandez, bro, like, you are captain. Like,
boy.
come on, man. Bring the team together.
Guys,
At
not
some
for
point,
ability
give
than an
give
asset,
Maguire
that's
the armband back because we
He
look
isn't-
we had passion there.
Bruno isn't captain material in
He's
my
not
No, he's
captain
not.
material.
He's
He
not.
plays
not.
with a lot
Take
of
the
emotion.
armband off.
Yeah.
He
Gets the
plays
middle
with a lot
can-
of
And doesn't
emotion.
criticize his own team. He spends more time criticizing the officials. He like, hey, put your team players up.
Take-
Like that's what
right.
Keane did.
Take the armband
Criticize
off
the
Bruno.
players.
Give
Like
him
get it
time
together.
off, man.
They don't. But this is another sad day on the day that United fans were actually paying homage to Bobby Charlton. This is the performance this weak-minded, psychologically scarred team could only provide a 3-0 defeat to the neighbors. It's really sad. But Houston Red Army, we came here, we gave our best, and we keep supporting this team. Every time they let us down, but this is the only team we support. From all of us, Houston Red Army, glory, glory.
Man United, Sockers, we like it.